Morning everybody, welcome to Pushchair Expert on this very snowy Wednesday.
But sunny snowy.
It is a very sunny, yeah, my children think it's going to melt all the snow and they're gutted because they're homeschooling and they're like, can we have a snow day? I'm like, no. Same at your house?
They were playing it yesterday in their breaks and stuff, so they'll probably do the same today.
Oh, poor kids. Anyway, good morning everybody. Have you still got snow? Let us know. Today we're talking about car seat safety. And we love a bit of car seat safety. But I think today, if people have been out in their cars today, you're a little bit more nervous, aren't you, in the weather if you've got snow and ice.
Sliding and...
Yeah, and I've seen a few cars on the journeys I've been, off the road. And it's times like that when your car seat is incredibly important, isn't it?
It brings it home that actually that's what your car seat's doing.
Yeah, not just, exactly. So good morning, everybody, if you've joined us. Let's see who we've got today. And we have got an amazing prize. Claire Fawkes Grange, you were fastest fingers first this morning. And she says she's so excited for this live. So are we. Amy Williamson, good morning. Anya, good morning. And Laura Mitchell, good morning. And Hayley Thomas, good morning. Claire Whiteley says, what an awesome prize today. Yes, we agree. If you don't know what the prize is, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching. Ellie Brooks have got lots and lots of snow.
Yeah.
Donna Danes, no snow here. Well, Donna, if you're missing out on the snow, scroll back on our Facebook page, not now, after our live, and you'll see we were out playing in the snow with our Cybex Priam and its skis earlier this week. Really good fun. I'd just like to say, if you have seen the video and you think there is a real child in the pushchair.
There is a lot of people worried about baby David.
It was just baby David. And if you do join us, you know that baby David is very hardy, whatever the weather, because he's made of plastic.
Yes, he's not real.
He's not real.
If we had a real baby, they would have had a foot massage, they would have had a blanket, a coat.
No, everything.
Yeah. But no, he was fine.
He's plastic, so don't panic. Don't panic.
Although he's not here right now, he's fine.
We assure you, he is okay. He is okay. Nikki Thompson says she's got snow in Bourne. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of Bourne. It looks very, very snowy. Josh says, hi, ladies. Claire Whiteley's tagging a friend. Thank you for tagging a friend. Amelia Marley Tan says, yes, we still have a bit of snow in the sunshine. It is a nice sunny day though, isn't it?
It's lovely. My favourite kind of day when it's cold, but it's sunny.
Yeah, and the snow's still generally nice and white. We had a little light covering again to cover up that horrible slush. But our road was horrendous this morning. So yeah, do send us any of your snowy pictures. Jill Rigby Jansen's excited to see all the differences in one place. She's talking about the car seats this morning, not us, not looking at our differences. We've got some amazing car seats to look at today, and we have an amazing giveaway, don't we? So what are we looking at today?
We are looking at extended rear facing 25 kilo harnessed seats.
Extended rear facing 25 kilo harnessed seats. Now, for anybody who's pregnant or got a little one, that's quite a mouthful, isn't it? So what do we mean by extended rear facing?
So rear facing is 5 times safer. It's just the safest position for any child in the car to travel. So these seats let you do it for longer, basically. They can go up to 6 or 7 years old, whereas standard, you can also get extended rear facing seats that go up to 18 kilos, but then you're probably only looking to about 4. So these will go up to 6 or 7 kind of age, depending, or longer, depending if you've got a petite child.
So these seats will allow us to keep our child rear-facing for longer age-wise, but also if we've got a particularly tall child or particularly heavy child, it will allow us to get to that sort of 4.
Yeah. I'm not going to get to 6 or 7 with Tristan and his Minikid at 25 kilos because they're already like 20. So.
Yeah, because all children are obviously, like we are, different shapes and sizes. But if you do have a seat that allows you to rear face to 25 kilograms, it is going to mean that you're going to max out that opportunity to rear face your child, doesn't it?
Yes.
And we have quite an amazing prize, don't we, today? So we're going to be looking at a couple of the kids from the couple of the kids. No children. They're all homeschooling. A couple of
Borrowing James' children from Axkid.
We're going to look at a couple of the seats from the Axkid range today, the Move and the Minikid. We've also got our Britax seat out and our BeSafe seat out. So we're going to be looking at the pros and the cons, comparing and contrasting, Also looking at budgets, because everybody has a budget, and it's about getting the seat that is safest for you, for your car, your child, and your budget. So we are aware that there are different budgets. But our prize today, should we start with our prize? Should we move that? Now we've got our seat set up here. We're pretending that this is the front seat.
So I'm
the driver.
You're the driver, or the person in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I'll be the driver today.
No,
so I'm
in
just
the
going to
back.
sit for the next.
I'm being chauffeured today.
Yeah, I'm chauffeuring Kelly along today. But Kelly, if you were a little child,
Yes, hello.
a little person, you'd need to be in a car seat, wouldn't you?
I would, yes.
So, which one shall we start with? What do you fancy starting with?
So let's start with the prize. So the prize is the Axkid Minikid. It's the more expensive out of the Move and the Minikid car seats. It has some extra features and differences. More so, it's about your harness and your headrest automatically. We will go into these in more details, but you've got the automatic adjusting headrest and harness on your Minikid, which is your more expensive seat. Your Minikid,
you have to. Prize today,
and that's your prize, yeah. So we're £349.
That is an awesome prize.
Yeah.
2 reasons it's an awesome prize. Yes, not everybody has £349 to spend on a car seat, but there is another version of the Axkid. But it's an incredibly safe prize as well, isn't it?
So it's safety plus tested. Safety plus. Swedish plus tested. Safety plus. What's safety plus tested?
There's safety on the mind today, because we are all about safety.
It's Swedish plus tested, which is the hardest test for them to pass. Only rear-facing car seats will pass that because of the force and the neck load on the child. A forward-facing seat just wouldn't be able to pass. So it's past that. It's an R44 seat.
Yeah. Shall we grab it? Shall I move the others out of the way? We'll pop this one on the rig.
Yep.
Coming over.
Thank you.
And I'll move these out of the way so that we can have a look. Now, to enter our competition today, all you need to do, it's really simple, is to join in with the chit chat. I mean, what could be simpler than that?
Ooh.
So I'm just going to pop those down there. I'm going to move this out of the way, otherwise nobody will be able to see what we're looking at this morning. So we're going to start off with our prize this morning.
Yep.
We have got 4 incredibly good seats out, and I think Kelly and I would agree we would be quite happy to put our children in any of these 4 seats.
Yep. Tristan's in his Minikid.
Yep. So take it away with our prize. Join in with the chat. If you hit share, that is absolutely brilliant. Let's spread the word about safety and car seat safety.
Yeah. So it's a really versatile seat because there are a few different positions you can fit it in, as in to give more room for the child or less room, and also to give you more room for the seat in front as well. So the first thing you need to do, so it's fitted with the seat belt, support leg, and also your lower tethers. These come included with your car seat, and you can also buy extras of these. So if you want to leave a pair in each, if you've got 2 different cars to swap over, you can leave them fitted, and then you've only got the other bit to do.
I think that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Now, lots of people I know get really scared about these kind of seats and the fitting of them. Once you've done it once, it's actually very, very simple.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it's slightly different to they used to, particularly with their infant carriers, if you're moving on to this type of seat from your infant carrier. But once you can do it, it's like riding a bike, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can do it.
So on here you have some white markers, and that's where there's a gap to thread through. So what we're imagining that this is your front rail in your car that we're attaching to.
So your rail is the bit that your car seat
slides up and down
moves up and down, isn't it?
Or not on this rig, but on car seats as well, you might be able to go through the centre of the seat and attach it to these points here if you can't use your rail, if your rail's too close to the ground, or if it's just not accessible to put it round and then not be able to adjust your seat maybe.
Claire Garmin has joined us this morning. She says she's seen lots of good things about the Axkid.
Yeah.
She never knew about extended rear facing when her eldest was small, but definitely wants her baby to be safer for longer. Gemma Sandler says just fantastic. Gemma Stanley also says she's pregnant, due a baby boy in June, and who else is due in June? We should have like groups, shouldn't we? We could have pregnancy groups on our page. So anybody who's due in June all joins one group and they can all chit chat together.
Could do that.
Yeah, We could do that.
Just chat together.
Or we could just all chat together, or we could look at the car seats we're looking at. Josh says, wow, 6 or 7 years, that makes it a good investment piece.
Yeah.
The fact that these do last longer and you split it up, split the price, it does mean that, you know, you're not paying out a lot per year.
No.
Sorry, do you want to carry on?
Yeah. So what you're doing, you're trying to keep this as low to the ground as possible. So thread it through one of the white points as low as you can, and you can just tuck those out the way. And it's these two bits at the end that they're going to need. Next, you're moving back to your seat. So like I was saying about flexibility, you do have a recline on these. So there's a button to press just here, and you can have it more reclined or more upright as they get older. So it's safer to be more upright for them, but if you do need a bit of a recline for a younger child, you can do that just by dropping that leg out. So you can either, if they're small, so you can use the seat from around 6 months when they can kind of sit on their own, up to 25 kilos. When they're small, they're not going to need as much room, so you can have it fitted right up to the seat. Or, as they get bigger and need more leg room, you can go all the way until these little rubber feet are off the edge.
So it's quite a flexible seat, isn't
Yeah.
it? Now, if you've got less room between your two seats, are you okay with your older child to have it fitted closer to your back seat?
Yes, so like I was saying, if you need a bit more room for the front, you can still have it fitted right here. You've got that flexibility, all those points between there, you can have it fitted. So I'll fit it with the most leg room just to show you how much space that then takes up. Obviously it's the most space this side as well, but still not masses, but then you've got lots of leg room. So the biggest, not excuse, but reason why people, parents may forward face is that they say their child doesn't have enough leg room. Well, with this, that's
But
not
you
the case.
see,
I know it's not a valid reason really,
you
but
see, lots of people worry about their leg room, but actually children just fold their legs,
Yeah.
cross their legs. And if they are safer, then it's okay for them to fold their legs and cross their legs. And children don't have their kneecaps are not fully formed till they're around about 3.5 to 4 years old anyway. Now I've said this before, but I will say it again. I used to be a primary school teacher, and our reception
Did you?
children. Yeah,
Never
I
heard you
did.
mention that
I
before.
did, but I escaped teaching and came to work with you, lovely lot. The children, we used to spend our lives telling children to sit properly on their chairs. How many of you have done it at home? If you've got toddlers and older children, sit properly. My 12-year-old still sits at the dinner table with his legs
Yeah.
up, and it drives his brother completely doolally. But children are far more flexible than we are. You know, even teenagers don't always sit with their legs properly down. You know, we know that. So they're more flexible. It might be less comfortable for us as an adult, but do you know what? We're a little bit older. But children are quite happy to cross their legs and fold their legs. But I think as grown-ups, as adults, we put ourselves in that situation, don't we?
Yeah. So all I've done there, you do get an extra cushion. So if you're using it for a smaller baby, you can have this cushion in and then take it out as they get too big. So all I've done here is open up these catches, threaded the seat belt through the seat and under the covers and in the other side, and then buckled in. And then just made sure that push it into the seat and make sure there's no slack at all on there. And then finally, we can just lock these catches. You want both sides of the seat belt in this side and just the one side on that one, as you can see there.
Lizzie Brooks has joined us this morning. She says, my baby's a tall 6-month-old. Do you think the Minikid would be suitable?
Yeah, because your headrest has some great adjustment. Again, we'll talk about that in a second. But if she's likely, did you say little boy or girl?
She said, baby.
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 If baby's likely to be taller or heavier, then obviously it will last you longer as well. So then what you need to do.
So NT Tabassum has said, is this seat suitable birth to what kind of age? It's 25 kilograms. So it depends on how heavy your child is. Some people will get up to around about 7 years old out of this seat. Some people it'll be less, around about 4, 5. So depends on basically the weight of your child. If you've got a heavier child showing higher on those centiles, you might get to sort of 4, 5. If you've got a more average child, 5, 6. If you've got a lighter child, so low down on the centiles, 6 or 7 years old.
So next, just drop your leg out so it's almost touching the floor but not quite. And then these are another difference between your Axkid Minikid and your Move. These are automatically tensioning low tether straps, and they automatically come out. Just going to lengthen this one slightly. These are adjustable as well, so you can lengthen them a little bit. And they just clip on to there.
So a few people asking about the fit. Franco Romeo has joined us this morning saying, is there an easy way to fit? Yeah, we're showing you the how easy. I know it looks a little bit more complicated on the outside, but once you've done it a few times, it is really, really simple.
If you could hear that noise then.
Sorry, I was talking.
It's automatically tensioning. So then you can push on either side of the seat and it will automatically tension. So this is the tightest that it needs to be.
I'm just having a little break. Is that okay?
That's fine. And then it's pulling the support leg down to the floor where it needs to be. It's a bit hard to do in here because obviously these aren't stuck in the car, they move.
Our movable rigs move. Surprising that.
So that is it fitted in the car. Then finally, all you need to do, you have your ASIP pad, which is your side impact protection. If you find that it does stop you from shutting your car door, if the car door is closer, then you don't have to fit it, but it is advised to put it on if it does fit.
So if it fits, you've got some
car
extra
door
protection
side
on the side.
And
there.
whichever side you're putting it on, it just slides. Open up your little zip, slide it up, and it's locked on into place on your car door side.
Now, Jolene says it's crazy how much car seats have changed in the last 8 years. She's got an 11-week-old.
Yeah, definitely.
They have changed.
My eldest is 8, and
substantially over the years, and they're continuing to change. You know, there is car seat innovation going on every single year. It is amazing. The more research we're doing, the more knowledge that we have about accidents, the more enhanced dummies for testing. That's not people like us for testing.
No.
That is the dummies that they put and then they throw them along the test rig. The more and more technology is moving, the safer and safer and safer these seats are becoming. Now, if we'd thought about it 10 years ago, thinking about a child rear-facing after the age of almost a year, we'd have raised our eyebrows. But now we've got
My
seats.
eldest was 9 kilos. His seat said he could forward face at 9 kilos, so it forward facing at 9 kilos.
Yeah. Whereas now we've got seats coming onto the market and that are going to rear face for longer, and more brands are doing seats that purely rear face as well, aren't they?
There is a new car seat out as well. I think it's one of the clip-in seats. I think that now goes up to like 30 something kilos rear facing.
Wow, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah. So the other difference with your Minikid over your Move is that this is
really clever, isn't it?
Really clever, yeah.
Really clever.
A lot of the incorrect fitting for cars or use in cars seats with children is the fact that the harness is not at the right level. Whereas if you pop the child in, tighten up your harness, and that automatically brings the headrest and the harness in the perfect position for the child. So that's my favourite feature, I think.
If you had to name one feature, we've got lots of people joining our chat today. Kelly is going through our Axkid Minikid, which is our prize this morning.
Yeah.
A phenomenal prize, but we are looking at seats, extended rear-facing seats that will allow you to rear-face your child to 25 kilograms. So it's a massive safety message we're trying to get over today about rear-facing, and a tremendous prize. All you need to do to be entered into the draw, and we will be drawing the winner live at the end, is just ask us any questions you like, any comments you have about any of the seats. These are all entered into our draw. Basically, you're just joining in with our chat this morning, so we don't feel like we're talking to ourselves or just the cameraman.
Or just to each other.
Or just to each other. Just to each other. We've not really seen each other this morning, have we? I've been stuck in a meeting.
No, yeah.
Coffee?
Made you a coffee?
You did make me a coffee, thank you. I'll make the next one.
All right then.
Can we have biscuits next time?
Yeah, yeah.
Rude.
Cake. I brought cakes this morning. So.
Cakes, biscuits, yeah. Diet's going well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some jam mallows or an almond finger.
We have weigh-in Wednesday, those of you who join us
we've been
regularly.
weighed, so now we're going to eat all the cake.
Yeah. So it's been and gone.
Yeah.
We're starting again.
Sounds
So cakes on a Wednesday.
Your headrest you can also lock into place. So if you don't like the fact that it moves every time, you can get it to the right position and then just switch this over and lock it so it won't go back up every time you take your child out as well. So if you've got it locked and then loosen your harness, it stays. Whereas if you've got it unlocked, it will automatically rise back up, ready for the next time you put them in.
So Anya asks, what age is this suitable from?
So Axkid advise when your child can kind of sit up on their own, so it's around the 6 months mark up to 25 kilos, which depends on your child. It could be 4, it could be 6 or 7.
So with Minikid, with Axkid, they kind of recommend for the Minikid that you use your infant carrier first, don't they? And then move on to this.
Because it is quite an upright position. So although it says 0 to 25 kilos, really you're better using it when baby can kind of sit up.
Yeah, we would concur with Axkid that it's a good seat to use after you've used your infant carrier. Yeah. Got a few people asking about, does it come in any different colours? Yes. Do you want to hear the names of the colours? Some of them are really easy. Green. Yeah, get that one. Petrol.
It's moss green, isn't it?
They do green and moss.
Oh.
They do green and moss.
Oh, I think that's the difference. I think mine's moss. I think this is green.
Yep.
Mine's a bit greenier.
Green or more green. Tar, granite, shellfish.
Yep. That's all
sea, moss.
That's a nice colour.
Shell black premium.
Yep.
Granite melange premium, yep. And sky grey premium. I have written those down because although my memory is good, it's not as good as it used to be. So they start at round about 3, 4, 9.
A bit more for your melange colours.
Yeah, your melange colours are slightly more. So somebody's asked about a wedge.
Yes, so you can buy a wedge. So if you find that your little one has got head drop, if they're using it past the 6 months, it's not actually like a physical problem anyway. It's okay for their head to drop, but obviously if it worries you, you can also, or if you've got car seats that are quite inclined, you can also buy a wedge that sits under your footrest there. That sits in your recline leg here. It sits under there and creates a more reclined position.
So once you've got the seat in, you're going to leave it in, aren't you? So it's not like your infant carrier that you're taking in and out. We have got a question from Gemma Sandler. She says, can you get any rear-facing Isofix fitted seats?
Yes, quite a lot of rear-facing Isofix seats, but not up to the weight limits that we're talking about today. So they will all be up to 18, 19 kilos. Axkid have also got the one, which does is Isofix fitted and leg, but it's a very light seat at 10 kilos, so you can rear face, but not quite up to 25 kilo in that.
So we've also got some questions. Abigail Tyson has said, she didn't say blah. As it has a leg support, is this suitable if you've got storage boxes?
No. So, well, it depends what your car manufacturer says. Some will provide a foam wedge. Others will just advise to take the lid off the storage compartment and then drop the leg all the way down as long as it will reach. But if you can't do either of those things, you can't just put it on top because in a collision it will just smash through it.
And some you can get an extension, can't you, to make your leg longer.
Extend your legs.
There are ways around it if you have got that storage compartment. Yeah. What we need to do is cross-reference this particular seat, whether it's one that we've got out today or whether it's another one with a leg, and we need to cross-reference that with your car and the manufacturer.
But yeah, there are, I said no, but I just meant as it is, there are things you might need to do either way to use it.
Amelia says it looks a bit complicated, but she's sure it's easy to use with practice.
Yeah, so obviously I've done it quite a few times, having it in my car, and I reviewed it before I bought the seat as well. But your lower tether points, once they're on, you can leave them all the time whether you're installing taking it out of the car. Do your seatbelt bit, attach your thing and make sure your leg's done, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't
there's just more to it, and it's not your standard fitting, so that's why there looks more to it.
It's just different, isn't it? Just different, but once you know, you know.
You do.
Once you know, you know. You can't.
And all of these are quite similar how they do. They use your seatbelt part here, your leg, and your lower tether. So
Jolene says she has giant kids. Her 4-year-old is in age 6 to 7 clothes. Oh, so if you do have giant children, something like this is going to allow you to rear face for longer.
Yeah, hopefully take you to at least 4 years old, where you can then safely use a high back booster as long as all the other requirements are met as well.
So Ashton Spicer has joined us. What age can this go up to and be used from? So it is from round about 6 months, when little one is beginning to sit up and they can support their head a little better, up to 25 kilograms. So depending on the age of your child, it could take you to that sort of 6, 7 years old and allow you to rear face for longer. And if you joined us at the beginning, one thing that Kelly said, it's 5 times safer to rear face than forward face. So it's just fact, isn't it? Yeah. Just fact.
Some people come into the store and kind of want to argue it and think, that's a bit more of opinion, but it's not. It's just, If you're in a collision, this child is pushed into the seat, forward facing, they're thrown forward, so you get a lot more head and neck injuries.
Yeah, and Axkid is a good one. We're talking about the storage boxes. Axkid does have a very long leg on it. Generally, it will get, if you're taking the lid off your storage box, down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So, this is our prize. Lots of people entering our competition this morning. If you've hit share, thank you very much. Sharing is caring. We love it when people share. And it's about, yes, we're running our competition this morning for our Axkid car seat, but also it's about getting that message across for car seat safety.
Yeah.
So thank you very much if you're helping to spread the word about car seat safety this morning.
What do you want to do now?
Pregnant pause there. I was scrolling. There were so many. So.
Well, while you're scrolling, shall I grab the Move and just show you the differences with the...
You can. I'll just stay sat there, shall I? I do love the colour of this.
The front, then.
You come to the front. Go to the front.
Yeah, this grey colour's nice. It's like a bluey, it's almost like a metallic shine to it, isn't it? So the fabric's a little bit different. This is more of a woven fabric, whereas this is more of a shiny fabric. So your differences are, rather than have a leg that extends for your recline, this is either not reclined or reclined. So that's how you recline that. There's just the two different positions, up or not. You still have your side impact cushion there. Your harness on this, as you see when we loosen it, it's not moving up and down. So what you have to do to just open it up in here.
So this is the Axkid Move.
You have to move and undo your harness and then rethread it through the seat to move it up and down.
Now, you're not going to be doing it that often, are you?
No, it's just as little one grows.
I suppose you upgrade, because this is 224 and this is 349.
So it's a big
price
difference.
So it is quite a big price difference. So obviously you're going to get a more basic seat, but it's still a very safe seat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still being Swedish Plus tested. The shell is the same, so it's going to last you the same amount of time. It's just those extra features that can make life a little bit easier. You've also, on this one, you haven't got the automatic pull-out tensioning, so you just have to press the button and then tighten yourself.
Mario McCormack has asked, can we show the recline and how you recline on the original seat? Can we change the recline? We'll do that in a moment. We'll just have a look at the
not while it's fitted. You have to do it before you fit it. So you either choose to have it in a more reclined position or more upright. And it's just your button at the front that you press, and it drops this leg further up or down. But you have to choose that before. It's not one that you can just say, oh, baby's asleep, I'll recline it.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a little bit of a con, maybe, as to other seats that maybe go to 18 kilos, the fact that you can just recline and put more upright as you want. You do have to choose it before you fit with these car seats.
So we've had a look at our Minikid, which is our prize. We've had a quick look at the Move. Do we want to fit any more seats? What do you think, Kelly? Should we fit another seat, show people how it fits?
It's up to you. We don't have, this fits very similar, like I said, it's just a bit more manual, but it fits very similar if you want to have a look at another one and fit another one.
So we've also, shall we have a look at the Britax seat?
Yeah.
I'm going to make us work today. Well, by us, I mean you, because I'm mean. Now, the Britax seat we've had on our live before. Again, a very, very popular seat, incredibly popular seat.
Yep.
So we're now going to pretend that this, I'll swap places with you, this is the back seat.
Yep. Or the front, because these can also be fitted in the front if you needed to. But obviously your airbags need to be turned off. So this is the Maxway Plus, which again is kind of the Britax version of the Minikid. They also do the Maxway, which is the Move equivalent, that is a bit cheaper. It's also on offer at the minute, the Maxways.
The Maxway's on offer, reduced from, very good, 265 to 215.
Yeah.
So really good value for money.
So a really good price for an ERF 25 kilo seat of 215, just over £200.
And it is the lightest seat we've got out today, isn't it?
It is really
7 kilograms.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very light seat.
Whereas the Maxway Plus is not on offer.
It's 290
and 290. So quite a big price difference there, but you do get some extra features on it.
People are sharing. Sorry, thank you, Hannah Hill, for sharing. That's much appreciated.
You get your side impact cushion technology, which just winds in and out, which you don't get on your Maxway. And it's the same with the headrest as well. You can just move that up and down from the back. you rethread the other one. So this is very similar again how it's fitted. To adjust this, you have to, I'm just going to move it to the side, it's a little bit hard to show you, but you press your button and then move.
So again, you're going to choose your recline, aren't you, before fitting?
Yeah.
So with a younger child, you might have it slightly more recline. With an older child,
So
slightly more upright. And again, this seat, like the Axkid that we've looked at, will go to 25 kilograms, which is your average 6 to 7 year old.
So with this seat,
oh, Jennifer Alice said, really needed this today as I really want an extended rear facing seat, but I don't know where to start. Well, the best place to start is at Pushchair Expert. You know lots about extended rear facing seats. We sell a lot of ERF seats, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So this is Chloe said, can't you have a one-to-one consultation just about ERF seats? Yes, you can, with absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. You can book it on the website, or if you send us a message on Facebook, we can send you the link. Our one-to-one video consultations is a little bit like coming into our store. Those of you who are not nearby might not know, but we've got the largest nursery superstore in Lincolnshire, one of the largest in the UK, and we do specialise in car seats. We're very, very passionate about car seat safety. So if you want a one-to-one video consultation about these type of seats or infant carriers, any type of car seat, or your pushchair or your stroller or baby wearing, we're the only retailer with a qualified baby wearing consultant, as far as we know, in the UK. That's you.
Oh, me.
That's you, Kelly. So we love products, don't we? We just love products, and it's about finding the right product for you. So if you want a video consultation, do get one booked in. We are more than happy to help.
So your adjustment, this is your lower tether position on the Britax Maxway. Slightly different because kind of this bit is on your seat, whereas this one's on your tether on the Maxway. On the Axkid, it's more on the seat that pulls down. But this is the bit that you create the loop around your belt hem and then clip into here. And then that would be attached from both sides. I know I've not got a car seat in front, so it's harder to show you on this one. But that would be your tether points wrapped around.
Daniel asked about if you're in the front, you don't have a seat in front of you to tether onto.
So
how are you going to do that then?
So you can pass it under the seat and attach the rail from under the seat to go that way. And you can also cross them as well, which can make it a better fit as well.
Liz Charlton says, does travelling backwards worry older children?
My son is 3 and he doesn't mention it. He tests quite a lot of car seats, and when he goes back into his rear-facing car seat, it's never an issue.
No, never an issue. And do you know what? Sometimes, if they moan about it, you know, kids moan about everything. They moan about the fact that you've done chicken nuggets for tea instead of fish fingers. You know, they moan. But actually, rear-facing is 5 times safer. So sometimes we need to say, yep, we'll listen to you moan, but we're going to keep you in the safest seat possible.
Yeah, actually, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah. So Amelia says she wished she lived near Lincolnshire to visit the shop. Oh, that'd be lovely. Unfortunately, the shop's closed at the moment, but we're okay. We're okay. Now, I did see a question earlier. I'm just going to try and find it. Here, Marie Leddington. Good morning, Marie. She said, do you offer a supply and fit in non-COVID pandemic? Yes, we do. We will help you to fit your car seat into your car. Unfortunately, we're not allowed at the moment. We wish we were, but what we can do is we can send out your seat, or you can do click and collect. You can fit it yourself, and then you can send us videos, photographs to our Facebook page, and we can do a visual check for you. If at any point we are unsure that you've fitted it correctly, or we want to check something, we will always suggest maybe a little WhatsApp call or something just to talk you through it. The best way is for you to learn to fit your seat as well. The other thing that we can do is just send you a video of a demonstration on our rig as well to help you. So we're here.
Or if there's something we don't know and we need to check a manufacturer about technical questions, we can also contact them and find out as well.
Yeah, we are, although we are not legally allowed to fit it in your car at the moment, we're not going anywhere. We are still here to help. It's incredibly important that we keep our little ones safe in the car. Vicky Spillane has said she had a one-to-one consultation and it was super helpful when buying our pram. Thank you, Vicky. That's lovely. Lovely. Bethany Hennell, great review of extended rear facing. Not many companies seem to know much about this super important topic. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, we like our ERF seats. And it's the same, isn't it, that there is this kind of barrier to, oh, it's a little bit scary. But once you know, you know.
But also as well, there is kind of the thing where a lot of parents are like, I don't really care, I just want a forward face.
Yeah, yeah.
We get that. We would always, if somebody came into store or had a video consultation and was talking about next stage car seats, we would always advise to rear face for as long as you can. But unfortunately, some people, because they've not had the education or seen it anywhere, they just want a forward face.
Yeah, and people do see a lot of children forward facing, but our big thing is it's better to have a child in a seat forward facing than not in a seat at all.
Yeah.
Or in the seat that is not the right seat for their age and their weight and their height. So, quick look. So we're having a look at the Britax seat.
Yeah.
We've had a look at a couple
So
of
you
our
can see the
Axkid
fitting
seats.
is very similar. Belt here, leg, and your lower supports if you imagine that they are attached. You don't have quite as much option to compact fit right up to the seat because this leg has to come out here and the straps, it would stop it doing that if it was right up, depending on the depth of your seat.
Ruth said, can we watch these back to help with the fitting of seats? Yes, you can. And if you've got any of those seats, we can also send you links to YouTube videos so that you can see that visual as well. And if there isn't one, we can't find one, we can always make one ourselves.
Or just go outside and fit in the car.
Yeah, we can, absolutely.
I've got to put my
no
Axkid
problem.
Minikid back in the seat. The car
Maybe we
anyway.
should video you. Maybe we should film you.
In my dirty car.
Jill Rigby says, have you got any tips on tightening the tethers on the Maxway? She's tried previously and she finds them hard to tighten.
Okay, so they can be a little bit stiff, but if you lift, it releases. You maybe need to release a little bit. If you imagine that's, if I stand.
Do you want me to stand on it?
It's all right, I'm on it.
So your foot is your front tether point.
Yes, that's attached. So you maybe need to just, maybe even move the angle you're doing it from, because if you're doing it from the side, it's harder. If you can move your seat in front and really give it a good pull, or pull up slightly so you can pull down. It doesn't have to be solid, but it just needs to be secure enough. So you can always try doing it that way as well.
Lizzie Brooks says, are the tether straps for these only rear facing?
All these seats are just rear facing.
Yeah, these seats are all just rear facing. She says
Not
her niece and
forward
nephew went from the baby carrier seats to forward facing 10 years ago and she never knew tethers existed. Yeah, these are relatively new seats to the market and, you know, things have changed.
Yeah.
Somebody's asked about click and collect. Yes, we are open for click and collect 7 days a week. So we're always here 7 days. I was going to say Monday to Sunday, but yeah, we are here 7 days a week. So we can either send things out on the courier to you. We do 7-day delivery. There's no extra charge for Saturday or Sunday delivery, and all orders placed by 5 o'clock will go on the van out for delivery the very next day. You get a text in the morning, gives you a 1 hour delivery slot. If that's not convenient because you are, I was going to say, you're not really going to go out for the day, are you? But if
No,
it's
you have
not,
a doctor's appointment.
yes,
Or
you've got to do shopping or something, you can change that
Okay.
delivery slot. So there is quite a lot of flexibility. And we do deliver Saturdays and Sundays for no extra charge, and our cut-off time in the week is 5 o'clock. So we're trying to be as flexible as possible. You can also do click and collect. So you place your order, as soon as your order is ready for collection, you will get notification that it's ready for collection, and then you can just contact us and let us know
well,
what
look, because
time.
the warehouse is only there, so it's usually pretty quick. Like some
Warehouse is
people say, oh, is it click and collect? Is it going to be a long time before I can collect? But it's pretty quick.
No.
As soon as the order comes through, they can
And they
just
do
check
that when
it
they
and
come
then-
in store, don't they? How long will it take? How long will it take for me to get my Axkid Minikid? About 3.5 minutes. I've got to unlock the door, go over, bring it back for you. So yeah, no, really, really quick because we are all under one roof here at Pushchair Expert. So we've had a look. Can we have a quick? Those people who just joined us, quick look at our prize this morning because she's a good one. We've got some good prizes this week. We've got a pushchair, we've got a stroller to give away this week as well.
Is that the one? Does it begin with D?
No, that's another giveaway.
Okay.
No, that's another stroller.
I've given you a
giveaway.
little clue there. haven't
It
I?
begins with S. It's my clue.
Oh,
You got it?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else got which stroller we're going to give away? This is my clue. It's not a very graceful one.
No.
But that's my clue. But that's later on this week, so make sure you stay tuned every weekday around about 11 o'clock. Between 11 and 15:15 we go live and we give amazing prices away. This is a good one though, we love this one. So this is
sometimes it's blankets, but again, they're just as useful, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can use them anywhere or...
Yeah, they're always useful presents, but presents. Yeah, presents.
Well, yeah, we're giving you a present.
Useful presents.
So this is the Axkid Minikid. Goes from around 6 months to 25 kilos, which can be up to 6 or 7 years old, depending on your child, or it might last till 4. But it keeps them rear facing and harnessed for longer.
And why is it important that we keep our children rear facing?
Because it's
for longer?
5 times safer in a collision to keep them rear facing. So if you can do it for as long as possible. Some people may choose to rear face till 2 and then forward face, which is fine. But obviously going up to 4, 6 is even better.
5 times is quite a big jump, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a big jump.
It is. So they're pushed into the seat in a collision as opposed to being pushed out, held with the harness, but then forward, thrown forward with their head and the neck. So you get head and neck injuries, which nobody wants.
Samantha Baker says, how long should you rear face for? So the answer to that is as long as possible.
Yeah.
The longer you rear face for, the safer your child is.
So obviously depending on the seat that you have and the car you have as well, using the right seat. So really nice car seat, the Axkid Minikid that we're giving away, worth £349, has the extra features of an automatically adjusting harness and headrest. You've got your side impact protection, you've got your automatically tensioning low straps, and it's fitted with your straps, with your leg, and also with the vehicle seat belt as well. And imagine that this is your lower rails, car rails in the front seat, and that's what you're going to wrap round. There are a few other places that you can do it around the seat as well.
So it's a lot of flexibility with these seats.
Yeah.
Now, Chloe Acton says, does it make a difference if the driver changes in the car and the front seat needs adjusting every time?
So it depends if you fitted it. So when I fitted it in my car once, where I fitted it, I couldn't do it under the rail, so I did it around the seat, in which case if you move the seat, it's then affecting the fitting because it's attached to the seat. Whereas if you do your rail and you've got the capacity to move it right to the edge and at the front, some are covered so you can't do that, you have to actually go onto the rail, but if you can pull it right to the front, you've still got that seat being able to move forwards and backwards, but you still need your gap between.
So for a lot of people it might work better to have, if you've got the choice, depending on how many children you have in your car, so some people will choose to have this on the passenger side anyway, won't they? And then you're not moving your seat as much.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can still move it once, as long as you don't affect with the fitting of the seat.
Franco says, can you get a mirror to see baby's face? Yes, you can, and we always recommend those. They're not a great outlay. You can get them for £10, £15, so we sell those. So if you're interested, do let us know. Amelia says, yes, make your own installation videos. You're great at explaining.
Aww.
Yeah, we are. We sometimes go off a bit on a tangent and talk about coffee and cakes and pizza and things, but yeah, it was fine when you're fitting a seat. Maybe we'd been a bit more focused if we did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, then we will add that to a list. We're getting lots of claps, lots of thumbs up. I think this is a really, really important subject. So it's so nice to have so many people joining us this morning. A few people asking about the covers and whether they are washable.
Yes, you can take the car seat covers off and machine wash at 30. Like I said,
do you know about that?
Because I have the Minikid, I can confirm it's not the easiest to remove, but once you do, it does come up like brand new again. There's a few little bits, like there's little wires like holding it in place and stuff. It's a little bit tricky. It took me a little bit longer to get all the covers off and back on again, but it now does look like brand new, so I'm glad I did it. It was worth it.
And why did you have to take your covers off?
Because we took Tristan for his 3rd birthday in November to, where do we go?
I don't know, Belton House?
No, the castle, Beaver Castle.
Beaver Castle.
And it was obviously, the excitement was just too much for him, and he puked all the way home.
Did he? Yeah, but it was his birthday. Had he been eating candy floss, cakes, sweets?
We'd had a sausage roll from the butcher's while we were there for his lunch, and there wasn't really any sweets or anything there, so.
It was just the excitement that he gave for his birthday, you see.
He did. Then
good
made a
parent.
good recovery, and then when we got home, ate lots of sweets and cake.
Isn't it amazing, though, how children recover so quickly from being ill?
Yes.
You know, we're like taken to our bed for days on end.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I've been sick, I'm all right now.
Yeah.
Off I go. Can I have more sweets, please?
I'm back to it.
No. No, be happy with your dried toast.
This is slightly different how you fit this seat because...
So this is the BeSafe Easy Plus
It is.
X1.
Because what you do is rather than have those positions, those blue clasps that you've seen on the other seats to go through, what you're actually doing is bringing it around these little horns that are on the side and also this point on the
Horns?
front.
Is that
Horns.
is that the technical term?
I don't think so, no.
Horns, ears.
But you use the horns to then attach it with your vehicle seat. So it's not going through the seat on this one, which does mean that you have the option to recline your seat on the go with this one. I know it's not fitted properly, so it's moving slightly. But you also have your leg on this one, and you've also got your low tether. So if you imagine that was tethered in the same way that we've just been talking about to the car seat in front, that then holds it completely secure, but then you still have...
I've got the best question ever.
a bit of adjustability.
Kerry L. Brown, you've got the best question ever, right? The side buffer thing, does it detach? I think she means the side buffer thing. I love it. And then we're going to be known forevermore as the side buffer thing. Yes, it does.
ASIP. ASIP, they call it.
Yes, but you can understand why
Axkid
people
side
don't know
impact
really what it's
protection.
called. Side buffer thing. We knew exactly what she meant.
Yeah, we did. It's just this little slidey bit on here. So you just line it up, just kind of knock it into place. My dad, when he puts Tristan in his car seat, knocks it off every time because he leans on it and then it's like...
Oh, you just can't. You just can't.
It
get
doesn't
the
just
staff.
slide off, like it's in place, but he proper leans on it and then it...
Well, he needs to
slides.
proper not lean on it then. You
I
need
know.
to give him a lesson. You need to give him a lesson. Anya says, are these still safe though because they've not ISOFIXed?
Yes, doesn't matter about ISOFIX. ISOFIX is not the safest option, it's just the less user error option. So as we've said, there is a bit more to fit in, so there's more that can go wrong if you don't read instructions or don't understand something. Whereas ISOFIX, green, green, if you see you've got put on is green. So it's a bit more user friendly.
There is, but also these seats, generally you're going to leave them in the car.
Yeah.
So you take that bit of time, that bit of care, get it fitted correctly.
But that's the reason that they can take the higher weight limit of 25 kilos because the seat belt can take that more weight than the 18 or 19 kilos with an ISOFIX seat.
Kerry L. Brown also asks, are there any kick-proof mirrors? Don't know how many my daughter's gone through.
Oh, no, yeah. We've been through a bit of a stage of that because you kind of screw them on sometimes, don't you? And because they get kicked or bashed, it kind of messes with the screw bit and then they just fall off and don't screw on anymore.
So, no.
But the one I've got in at the moment, I've positioned slightly higher to stop him from doing it. So inside here, so the Easy Plus, again, is another R44 seat, but is Swedish plus tethered. You get your newborn insert in here because you can use this one from birth up to 25 kilos, which is where your extra recline positions will come in handy.
So the RRP, a few people asking about the BeSafe Easy Plus X1 RRP. The RRP is $359. Don't forget with
So
this,
quite similar to your Minikid price.
with this or any seat or anything in store, if you find it cheaper anywhere else, just let us know and we will match it for you.
Getting your harness open on this one, you've got magnetic points in your harness
we love a magnet.
pads and the side of the seat, so it holds it out the way. And your adjustability for your headrest on this one, squeeze on the back and then can lift up, and that's a seat for then your older child.
Yeah,
lots of leg room between this as well.
It's hard to imagine an older child in a seat, isn't it?
Yeah. What I do with this one, if you're thinking about ways to hold your harness out the way, because your headrest is so deep, I just took mine under here to get a little one in and out.
Donna Danes has asked about next stage seat. So after your infant carrier, how often should a little one, can they stay in these seats?
So it's about a 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Up to like a couple of years old, really. they're going to need to get out and go to the toilet as they get older anyway, aren't they?
Stretch their legs. It's a bit like us. Once they get to that 4 or 5 years old, take lead from your child. If your child starts getting incredibly grumpy, then you think, well, maybe it's time just to stretch those legs, get a bit of fresh air. It depends if you're going on one of those mammoth journeys. We've been talking about whether to go up to the west coast of Scotland. Because I don't think we're going to get out of the UK this summer. And I think it's about 8 hours.
Well, they've actually been warning people now, haven't they?
Yeah,
Maybe don't book anything yet because they just don't know.
Yeah, so please nobody book a cottage on the west coast of Scotland before I've booked mine, okay? Please don't. And if you've got any, talking about going off on a tangent, anybody got any recommendations? It needs to sleep 5 of us. Ideally, we'd like it quite close to the coast. What else do we want? If it's got a hot tub, yeah, that'd be awesome. But within quite a low budget.
Same for me, but more south, please. So like Devon, Cornwall way.
You see,
5 of us, maybe 2 dogs.
No, we haven't got any dogs.
No.
3 children is completely enough. Completely enough. So anyway, we digress. Liz has said, what's the name and the price on the last seat we've been looking at? This is the BeSafe Easy Plus X1. And the RRP for it is $359. And this, again, is going to last your child up to 25 kilograms, around about your 6-7-year-old. So about £50 a year, really. Yeah. When you think about it like that, £50 a year, less than £5 a month. When you think about it like that, it's a good investment, isn't it?
It is. It's just that sometimes it's a lot of money just to dump up at once, isn't it? But if that was the case, you can also use Klarna lay-by and clear pay on the website as well, if that helps.
These are
Spread the costs slightly.
These are coming off our tongue, and they are all 0% interest free. So you can split it over a period of time, to make it easier. And we get that. Having kids is expensive, isn't it?
I use Klarna to buy my new car seat.
Yeah. I don't think until I went through having a child, I thought about the initial outlay. I've got to buy a pushchair. But
furniture and that kind of thing. As you go, it still costs you money, don't
it still costs you a lot of money.
Clothes all the time, shoes.
Yeah, football kits, rugby kits, art things that they don't really need, a trampoline, which is obviously you've got to have a trampoline, otherwise your life is not worth living. But all this money that is spent on the children. My son said to me the other day, "Oh, you don't buy me enough clothes." Oh, he's 14. Okay.
Is he into clothes?
Yeah, he is into clothes now. So he's got various. Jack Wills is his big, thumbs up. And he's like, I'm like, I spend more money on clothes for you in a year than I spent on the last 10 years. Probably.
I'm wearing clothes that are quite old, or I buy them because it's a tenner in the sale.
Yeah, no, sales are good. My coat finally broke the other day. My zip broke on my bright pink coat, and I worked out I'd had it 15 years, and my husband was like, "Oh my goodness, just get rid of it." I'm like, yeah, just buy me a new coat then.
Yeah.
But you prioritise your kids, don't you, once you've got children?
Yeah.
So anybody who's not got children, just enjoy life now, okay? Because you have no spare money when you've got children.
No, it's all about them.
Yeah, all about them. But car seats are probably the most important thing you can buy for your child. They really, really are.
They don't need clothes for the rest of the year. They just need a safe car seat.
So Amelia says, can we use these on a travel system? No, you can only use your infant carriers on any travel system. These would be too heavy. You can't physically attach them.
You'd have a leg hanging down and straps.
Not going to work. If you need something to go on your travel system, you would need an infant carrier. And the thing to remember about your infant carriers is in those initial 4 to 6 weeks, baby should only be in them for 20 to 30 minutes. And best practice is to lift them out, put them into your carry cot or your lie flat seat. Try and get them used to moving it.
The dreaded transfer.
Yeah, but we do realise, and manufacturers realise, those times when you're just nipping into the doctors or something, or on a school run, you get there and you've just got to take your child into the playground, plonking it on the chassis of your pushchair is a really convenient thing to do. Yeah. Some people won't even bother with an infant carrier, and they go straight
into from birth to whatever seat.
It's snowing on the Isle of Sheppey.
Oh,
is it pretty there? Let me know, Gemma.
Do you have a spare few bedrooms?
Yeah, can we come and stay, Gemma? There's 3 children, be 3 children. We could go live from the Isle of Sheppey. You could join us, Gemma. It's a plan. So Georgie Trinder about our BeSafe seat likes the magnets and says they'll be really, really handy. Chloe says any of these seats would be great for when we're allowed to go out and about again. Yeah. Ruth Tripp has joined us. She says, what age and weight are all these seats suitable from?
So for either from birth or 6 months to 25 kilos, which is your average 4 to 6, 7 year old. It depends how big they are.
So thank you to lots of people who have been sharing. Olivia Blackburn says she so needs a holiday. Yep, so do I. Shannon Ebden would love to go to Scotland. Wait, Shannon, until I've booked my holiday, okay? Just in case.
That's not what I meant. Just so that you... I'm not putting people off so that you can get yours booked. I mean, in case they can't go.
Yeah, no, I know. Hayley Thomas says, the West Coast is beautiful. I love the Highlands. Yeah, I just think... Debbie Petit is going to Cornwall with you.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, Debbie.
So I just think down there it's so beautiful, but it's so busy.
Yeah.
I don't know if
that's
true.
We did Yorkshire, so we did Scarborough.
I used to live in Scarborough.
Yeah, and that was really nice. We loved Scarborough.
Yeah, I used to live in Scarborough. It's lovely. But you see, we went to Devon one year and we sat in a traffic jam for hours and hours and hours, and it was just horrendous.
Because for us, it's like 8 hours.
Yeah, no, I'm going north. I'm going to go north, I think.
It's still going to take you as long.
Olivia says, does the BeSafe come in any other colours?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Yep, most of these come from different colours. Josh, he says, please do a live from your cottage. There might be somewhere in the outbacks of Scotland where there's no Wi-Fi.
A few sheep in the background.
Could you imagine me doing a live with 3 children in the background?
It'd be good. They'd like to get involved. You've done videos with them before.
My 5-year-old would be just like, hello. No, it wouldn't work. So we have got an amazing prize today. We've digressed a little bit off our car seats, but talking about holidays is talking about safety because we're going to be travelling there.
Yeah.
So we've just got a travel theme today. Shannon Ebden wrote, yay, you mentioned me. Yay. Hi, Shannon. I'll mention you again. Thank you for joining us this morning. Now I feel like I need to mention everybody so they don't feel left out.
No, you already do that at the beginning.
Okay.
No more repeating of people's names.
Let's mention our prize, shall we? Because she's a good one. An amazing prize today. All you need to do to enter the competition, and we're going to draw it very shortly. We won't keep you waiting too much longer.
Personally, they're recommended by me because I love mine.
Yep. So we'll go now. That's all you need. So it's from the brand Axkid. They are car seat specialists and they also specialise in rear facing seats as well.
Yep, and they do a high back booster as well when you move on to that stage.
They do. There's something to cover everybody. This is the Axkid Minikid Ii. And if you message us at the moment, if you want to order, it's £349, but we will also give you a free angle adjusting wedge. I got that out. Woo! And don't forget, we price match, so if you find it anywhere cheaper, just let us know, because we need to know these things. So this is our prize. Do you want to run through it quickly, Callie, for those people who are late to the party?
Okay. So this is the Axkid Minikid. Out of the Minikid and the Move, it's the one with all the features, both based on the same shell and design, but this has more features. So you've got your automatically adjusting headrest, your self-tightening tension straps down here, your low tethers, and then it's also fitted with your vehicle seatbelt and your leg support as well.
I'm just going to interrupt you here. Kerry L. Brown said, I think everyone should get a holiday after all this.
What, paid for? That'd be nice.
That paid for, or maybe she just means having listened to our live this morning, everybody deserves a holiday. Don't know.
Oh, I hope not.
But no, Kerry, let us know.
It's a little bit more to the fitting, but it's worth it because it can take your child all the way up to 25 kilos to keep them rear-faced and harnessed, and then hopefully you can then safely move on to a high back booster for your little one.
And it does come in a variety of colours, doesn't it?
Lots of colours, yeah.
Do you want to read out all the colours while I just thought the iPad's just having a moment?
Okay. Green, petrol, tar, granite, shellfish sea, moss, shell black premium, granite melange premium, and sky grey premium. Tar is the black option, which is probably the most popular colour. A lot of people go for black car seats, don't they? Granite is grey. Shellfish is kind of like a brighter pinky orange colour. Sea is your blue. Moss is another green. And then your melange ones are more of a textured fabric.
Which colour did you go for?
Moss.
Green.
A green. Yeah.
Green.
A greeny green.
A greeny green as opposed to a
yellowy green.
Okay.
A
Or
brownie
green. Okay, fine. I've got the message. So an amazing prize. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. I think it's going to be time to draw our winner. So all that happens to join our winner, all your comments are entered into our draw this morning. So I'm going to cough. No, I'm going to sneeze.
You're going to cough and sneeze together or either? None.
I'm going to leave. None.
Okay.
None. Okay. Kelly is going to shout stop. I'm going to scroll and then we'll announce the winner. To enter, all you need to be is in the UK. We'll get this all sorted for you and it'll be whizzing its way to you very, very soon. I'm going to cough. Just concentrate on Kelly a moment. Talk.
I don't think she has got the dreaded disease.
Look,
Do you want me to talk
he's on
about
the
the
seat.
car
He doesn't
seat?
think you're very
Sorry,
interesting.
let's show you the harness. Very clever, self-tightening. Pop child in there, tighten up, and it moves exactly where they need it for the correct level or just below their shoulders position.
Right.
Are you okay now?
I'm okay now. I didn't die. You're okay. Thanks for your concern. Sarcasm, concern. Right, we're going to start scrolling. So whenever you are ready. I'm going to get finger eight doing this. Right, I'm going the other way now.
Stop.
Okay, our winner today is Marie Leddington. So,
Well done, Marie.
congratulations, Marie. I'm just writing congratulations.
I didn't actually think about this before, but are we given a colour choice?
Yeah, let's give a colour choice. Yeah, we'll give a colour choice. So,
Have a look at the ones that we've got in stock, Marie,
Yeah.
on the website.
We'll send you the link, Marie. Just send us a message. We're going to need your address, and we are going to need a mobile number for the courier, and we'll get that all organised for you, Marie. And we'd love to see a picture when it arrives. We've had some good pictures come through, haven't we?
We've got some more winner pictures to post.
We could perhaps do a post of. We could have an album that's our winner album.
Could do.
Just add you another job there. Another job.
I don't have much to do, so yeah.
No, it'd be all right. It'd be all right. In fact, you're reviewing car seats today, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I'm doing the eggshell tonight.
Ah.
I've just finished my Palace G, which is the Cybex Shield new car seat, and we've got to film that, haven't we, Jose?
So lots and lots of
And
filming.
then I'm, reviewing that.
We've done quite a bit of filming with Egg, haven't we? Because we did our new Egg 2 video. I don't know if we put that up on social yet. Oh, I like it. It's one of my favourite.
Because you're in it.
Because I'm in it. Because I'm in it, yes, but not much. The Egg 2 is the starring thing, and I'm just.
It's a beautiful video that Jose has created.
I am getting very good at walking and moving a pushchair, the seat unit up and down. I'm
touch it.
Yeah, amazing.
Jose says keep touching.
Yeah, we should do a video of us doing a video. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? But no, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Remember that we go live every day round about 11 o'clock, so make sure you've popped your kettle on. We have a prize every day. We've got an awesome prize. We've got a stroller to give away later this week. I can't remember what we're giving away. The other one, because there's 2 days left this week.
There is, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I can't think what the other one is, but amazing prizes every day. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget you can book your one-to-one appointment like coming in store. If you need help with any of your purchases, do get in touch. We are all here to help. But remains to say, have a lovely day. Stay safe, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.